Hey guys, I thought I would do a wee video on how I apply the new lacquer strips, which is these ones here. Okay, the lacquer strips are still in the lab, which means that it gives us the opportunity to give feedback on how they can improve them, so that when they are the totally finished product up on our site for everyone to buy, that there aren't any glaring things that people aren't happy with. So when you get the lacquer strips, they come in a packet like this. And then when you open them up, there are a few things that come in it. You get some alcohol wipes. You get an orange stick. And it comes with a handy dandy little file. Okay, I prefer to use my glass file, because one of the things that I found out very quickly with the lacquer strips is that they require very, very little filing in comparison to the wraps and even the skinnies. Some of the feedback that we have given to the people who are making these is that at the moment, if I hold this up here, that little bit there is where you're supposed to tear them. But as we said, if you tear them there, you're going to tear into the first strip. So that's something that they will work on improving. There are two sheets in the little case that they come with, and you don't necessarily need to use them all. It depends on the size or the length of your nails. So the first thing we do is get your scissors and open them up. What I do is, as I said before, instead of cutting here, I'm going to cut along the top. That also means that when I want to reseal them to get them to last longer, I can do that, because I'm going to have more of the packet to actually use. So at the moment, giving them a wee shake. So I've opened the packet, I'm going to carefully pull them out. And as I pull them out, again, as I said, there are two. Okay, two sheets. If you had really long nails, then you may end up using both sheets, but I've been able to use one sheet for all my nails and have left over. When you first pull them out, they have a slight smell to them because it's nail polish, but that very quickly dissipates, which is fabulous. So the first thing you need to know is that they have a very fine plastic cover on the top, and then they have a white backing. Same thing that you do with the wraps, you need to find the right size for your nail. The wonderful thing about these is if you do put a nail lacquer strip, on that is a little bit too big, your cuticle orange stick to just gently get rid of the excess, which is brilliant. The other really good thing about these is they don't require any heat. So you can do these at the swimming pool, on an airplane, anywhere. It's really great. So the first thing you need to do is to be able to find the right size. You'll also notice if I hold these closer that they are slightly different at each end, which is brilliant, because often you find that your nails might be more, the nail bed, it might be more curved or might be more straight across. So it gives you more flexibility, which is brilliant. So for me, I always start on my left hand and work across. I think it doesn't really matter how you do it, but again, find the right size. So I just hold it up, and if I try and do it that way so you can see, matching the right one. Once you've got the one that you want, you literally pull it apart. Okay, before I said there was a little wee clear plastic bit on the top, and I've just pulled that one off. Nope, I've already pulled it off partway through. So it literally is, I don't know if you can, how easy that is to see, but it is that small. Just going to peel the rest of my plastic bit off. If I hold this up close, you can see that there is a wee silver tab, and I've actually bent it, which means it gives me, if I fold it over like that, I'm going to be able to use half of it on one nail and half of it on the other. There's a wee perforated top bit, and I'm literally just going to gently, and it's just a gentle pull. Put that excess bit away. Then I'm going to put it on top of my nail, like so. Just like that. And because I know I'm going to be able to get two out of here, some people take the whole strip off. I prefer to pull a little bit. Because I'm going to use the rest of that. And then just going to pause. Just taking the plastic bit off, and then I'm going to press it down like that. And you can see there's no heat required at all. Then I'm going to get my glass nail file, or you can use this one here. If you're using this one, again, it is very gentle. And that's it. So you are incredibly gentle. It doesn't need a lot of heat, a lot of pressure, sorry, to do it. Now you've got this other bit here that you used, that I can use on this nail. So this is the bit that was the other half of this one. Again, reach up, pull it off. There's your nail. You're going to put it on, put it in the middle. Again, if you put it on and it's not quite right, you can lift it off again. They're very forgiving, which is great. So I've got it sitting like that. I've literally just put it on the edge of my nail. Then I'm going to just smooth it over my nail, like that. So you can see in there, that's the excess bit that I want to file off. I'm going to use this one, it's gentle. And it's done. There's a little bit that you come off. Alright, so now I have two. So I will do another one so you can see what it's like. Again, you can see I had the two. I put them together. I've taken some off. So make sure you don't use the one you don't want to use at the moment. Keep that for next time you do it. And then match it up. And take the time. It's it's not a problem if you think I haven't got quite the right one. You can take the time to find it. So pull off the one that you want. Then you're going to peel off this bit here, the plastic. Just had part of mine peel off and part of it not. So that's some feedback I'll give back to them. So peeling it all off. And then you're just going to peel. So that's the cardboard there, and that's the lacquer bit. Again, I bend it over because it gives me something to hold on to. Gently pull off the top part. Right. Put it on my nail, press it down a little bit, pull it out. And again, I'm going to use the scissors. As I said before, some people peel it all the way off and chop, but for me, this is the way that I prefer to do it. And there's the bit that I'm going to use for this one. So I've got it on. Just going to press it up the middle to the sides. See? And you can see just there, it's a little bit too big. So if I get my orange stick wherever I put it, actually I can just use this one here as well, use the same thing, just gently give it a wee rub to get the excess off. And then gentle, again the key word is gentle, because they take very little filing. If you file too much, you'll end up seeing the tip of your nails. Right, I will use the other bit to do my other nail on the other hand. I'm doing it this way, and that then I don't get confused with having excess. I don't have half pieces, and I get confused with which one I'm going to, which nail I'm going to put it on. Right, give it a gentle file. And I have 2 on each hand done. So I will pause the video and do the rest up until my thumbs, and then I will show you how I do those as well. Okay, so I'm back. I have done 4 fingers on each hand. Still got my thumbs to do. Exactly the same process as before. Find the one that you want, tear it off. Then there's this very, very fine plastic bit on the top, which sometimes is a little bit of a trick to get off. So just pull it all the way off. Okay, then you're going to just peel this silver bit here. Pull that a little bit and separate it from the white backing, just like that. Okay, again, as I said, I fold this bit over here because it gives me something to hold on to. Gently tear the perforated top. Put that one aside. I'll do my left one again. Always the one that's harder for me to do. Well, actually, no, it's probably not that hard to do. It's the other way around. Again, see how I've just pressed it gently. Get my scissors. Trim. So I've got the trimmed bit. Press. Gentle file. And it really does not take a lot of filing. I can't really say that enough. I think it will be very easy when you first do them to overfile, but you don't need to. Got a little bit there that I can feel when I run my finger over it. It's better. Now when I look at this bit that I have left over and look at my thumbnail, I know that they're not going to fit. The great thing is there are spares here. So what I will do is pull off the next one. And I know by looking at it that it might be slightly too big. Great thing is I can, with my orange stick, just gently get rid of that excess. which is brilliant. So again, same thing, pull it off, separate the silver tab at the top from the white one, and I'm going to take this one all the way off because I want to use this end on my thumb. So again, I'm just going to place it on, press down, press the top so you can see. And if I wanted, I could have put that one, the bit that I'm not going to use, back on, but I'm just going to file it. Again, doesn't take much. Now, if I hold my thumb up, you can see that just here I have a little bit of excess. So all I will do, and you could use your cuticle pusher, I'll do the same thing, just gently press down what I need, give it a wee rub, and again, it's not, you don't have to be, really firm on it, it's just gentle, just gently, and all I'm doing is gently pulling away the excess that I don't need. There's the excess there. Just take your time, remarkably quick to do. And I'm done, just like that. So I could leave these just as they are now. If I wanted, I could put a top coat on because they are a nail lacquer. So if you are quite hard on your nails, do a lot of typing, you may decide that you want to put a nail polish clear top coat on, or even a gel base and clear top coat on. It's that simple. One handy hint with these, you've got some that you haven't used that you want for next time, and some leftover ones. What I do is I put them back in the packet, carefully slide them back in, and then the ones that I haven't used, like these ones, I just pop behind them because I can use them next time. Okay, and then I have some part up the top here. So use your hair straighteners if you've got some. I've got some mini ones here, and I just and then give them a seal, and I'm done. What you can do if you don't have hair straighteners, put them in a snap lock bag. So squeeze all the air out of them, put them in a snap lock bag, and then store them in that. Some people are storing them in a snap lock bag in the freezer, and then when they take them out of the freezer, they leave them to sit for a little bit before they use them. I think some people have little machines that they use to close up bags that they might have vegetables in, like sealers, bag sealers. They can use those as well. But it is great. They're going to come out with more and more different designs, which is fabulous, quick and easy, and then you're done. Pretty nails, very easy. Thanks very much, guys. See you later.